Well, here we go, everybody. I'm about to go full-scale Randy Blockett clickbait on you. I'm about to throw a sensationalized title and thumbnail at you to catch your attention so that you will watch this video. I'm not thrilled with myself for doing this. I don't like the idea of tricking people into watching, but I think in this case the topic is so controversial that no matter what title I give the video, it's going to have a clickbait feel to it. Anyway, let's run with it. Let's see where it goes.
Chasing man, you show us how to perform. Well, your style's been changed because we're so vain, but you'll take a sunset for stone. Look out, honey, you're bad, bad, bad. Here you come, said you're bad, bad, bad. Sing for a time, you're the hottest ticket in town. Well, you show us new moves, cause baby, you're smooth, you're above us.
We'll get those life vest zipped in clips, strap down those rods, and stash away those tackle bags because we are going fishing. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Bass Anglers Podcast. I'm your host, Keith Nicewanger, and I hope this episode finds you with 5 for 25 in your live well. As you know, BASS, the mothership of bass fishing, has changed the way anglers qualify for the coveted BASS Elite Series. The entire Open Series, which allows anglers a chance to qualify for the Elite Series, has been restructured, and it's led to a lot of controversy and, of course, a lot of YouTube content. But first, if you like the content we produce on this channel, please hit the subscribe button and leave a like for us. Thank you. We are building our viewership, and your follow means a lot to us. We'd also love to hear from you, so leave us a comment and let us know what you think of this video, especially this one today. It's going to be a little controversial. As many of you know, we are the Western representatives for Duckett Fishing, pro-driven rods, reels, and baits. Duckett is building a Western presence, and if you haven't seen it yet, you soon will. New independent dealerships are popping up all the time. Duckett Fishing, you know these guys, the strongest pro staff in all professional bass tournament fishing. It is these same pros that design and test the products that Duckett Fishing provides. Find out about the Duckett Fishing lineup of pro-driven rods, reels, and baits by going to their website, duckettfishing.com. If you want to create some controversy, post an opinion on which tour is better than the other. Or post an opinion on a tour's format, or its star power, or its rules, or the decisions a tournament organization makes on a controversial subject. Any of those things and more are sure to rile up an organization's supporters, and you'll get your own viral clickorama started. This is why I hesitate to bring up today's subject, because I'm sure it's going to sound like clickbait. Anyway, by now you are aware that BASS is changing the way anglers qualify for the BASS Elite Series through the Opens. For the last several seasons, anglers could qualify for the BASS Elite Series by being one of the top 3 anglers in each of the 3 Open divisions. For each of the last several seasons, we have welcomed the top 3 anglers from the BASS Central Open Series, the BASS Southern Open Series, and the BASS Northern Open Series. And we have said goodbye to anglers from the Elite Series who have finished at the bottom and who must then go back and either requalify or find another tour to compete on. Additionally, there have been 3 spots awarded to the top 3 anglers that fish all 9 Open events during the season, which brings the total of Elite Series openings to 12 from the Open divisions. Of course, there are contingencies along the way. What if a current Elite Series pro qualifies through the Opens, etc., etc.? The bottom line is, to this point, there have been 3 spots for the Northern Opens, 3 spots for the Central Opens, and 3 spots for the Southern Opens available to anglers, as well as 3 spots available to anglers that fished all 9 Open division events. Recently, BASS has announced that in order to qualify for the 2024 Elite Series, the 2023 Open anglers must fish all 9 Open events, because the Elite Series will be decided by those who fished 9 events and finish in the top 9 of what is being called the EQ, or Elite Qualification Standings. So here's where it gets controversial. Here's where I ask my question. Here comes the clickbait. Has BASS shot itself in the foot when it comes to Open events? It is generally accepted that the BASS Open division and its counterpart, Major League Fishing's Toyota Series, are the 2 toughest levels in all professional bass fishing. Because the fields are massive, the anglers are hungry, they all want to reach the top levels of their sport, there are local hammers jackpotting each event, and oh yeah, many of the BASS Elite Series pros regularly fish Open events, and many Bass Pro Tour pros and Pro Circuit pros fish the Toyota Series events. The events are brutal. So why fish BASS Opens? As of today, the top 3 in each division qualify for the BASS Elite Series. As of today, the winners of each of the 9 Open events qualify to fish the Bassmaster Classic. To sum up, a total of 12 Elite Series invitations and 9 Bassmaster Classic qualifications are available at the Open level as of this time. To date, this season's 5 BASS Open events have averaged 224 anglers in the pro category. With 4 events to go, you would expect the average to drop a little bit as anglers fall out of point contention and as life happens. In the 2021 season, the 9 BASS Open events averaged 209.4. I did the research. In the pro category, perhaps that's a better number to use in trying to gauge what an entire Open season would look like. Maybe it would be okay just to round that number off to 200. Maybe we should just call a full field 225, because so far this season we have had 3 events where there were 225 pro anglers. In the 2022 season, there are 83 anglers fishing all 9 Open events. Of course, we haven't fished all 9 Open events yet. We have gone through 5. Perhaps that number will drop off, but 83 anglers have put deposits down on all 9 Open events. One can conclude then that there are 83 anglers out there trying to qualify for the Elite Series. This leaves us an average of 142 anglers at Open events that are simply fishing regionally. How did you get that number? Okay, let's say that there are 225 anglers at a typical Open event. 83 of them are fishing all 9. That leaves 142 that are only fishing regionally. That's the number we're going to work with in this particular discussion. So, 142 anglers at all the Open events that are simply going to fish regionally. Perhaps they're trying to grab a classic spot, or perhaps they're trying to get one of those 3 Elite Series invitations that up to this point are being rewarded to the open divisions. My question is, what will happen to the open events in 2023? Will the number of anglers fishing all 9 events increase from 83 to a larger number? Probably so. There will probably be more than 83 anglers that put deposits down on all 9 events. Will the number of regional anglers continue to stay at 142? I'm going to say probably not. With the Elite Series spots no longer available at the regional level, I gotta believe that some of those 142 will drop out and go somewhere else. In 2023, what will regional open anglers have as an incentive to fish the Central Opens, the Southern Opens, the Northern Opens? There will be 9 opportunities to qualify for the Bassmaster Classic. Is that enough? Of course, I don't have the answer to this. Nobody has the answer to this. What I do have, though, are more questions. Of those 142 anglers that fish regionally on average, how many of them are local hammers that fish because they think they can cash a meaningful paycheck? How many of them will fish 3 regional events because they think that they can win one and qualify for the Bassmaster Classic? And how many of them will no longer fish BASS Opens because they can no longer qualify for the Elite Series? Of course, I don't have the answers to these questions. Here are some facts. A full field for a BASS Open event is considered to be 150 boats. That is based on the open payout list that is published on Bassmaster.com. The pay scale for a BASS Open event is based on 150 boats. From a business standpoint, we can assume that BASS covers its costs if the field is 150 boats. Can BASS expect 150 anglers to fish every open event? How many anglers will fish all 9 events? Is it reasonable to think that 100 anglers will fish all 9 events, or that 100 anglers will put down deposits on all 9 events? How many will drop out after the first few? Again, I just don't know. I'm sure BASS has an idea, and I'm sure they know what they're doing, but it does seem like there is some risk that the open fields will drop dramatically in 2023. If you're an open angler, I would love to hear your comments. What are you going to do next year? If you are a BASS official, what are your thoughts about this? What went into this decision? I'd love to know. That's enough for me. That's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Thanks for hanging in there and listening to this. I would love to hear your questions. Again, please remember to subscribe and like the video. Until next time, keep both hands on the wheels. Keep those live vests zipped and clipped. Be safe, and we'll talk to you again soon.